Hi children, today we are going to see EVS first unit, the world of living. In that our fourth lesson is nesting habits. Our fourth lesson is nesting habits. Okay, our previous lesson is birds, beaks and claws. Beaks we know, mouth, isn't it? And claws, nahangal. So we saw different types of beaks and different types of claws in different birds. The same way, here different birds used to build different shape of the nest. Okay, the nest, they collect different materials too. Okay, they collect different types of materials and they make a material in different way. Style of making nest also different in different birds. So here also in our home, in our cities we can see different style of houses, no? The same way the birds also used to build its nest in different style and use different materials. Okay, so here most commonly the nest, we can say it's, as we have home, no? The bird's home is nest. Okay, home of a bird. Nest is the home of a bird. Okay, every time our parents take care of us, so they are building the house where we are being safe inside the house. The same way birds, when they used to lay eggs, every time they used to lay eggs, they built a new house, that is new nest. Every time they lay eggs, they built new nest. Okay, see why they are building the nest? To keep the egg warm. They lay the eggs, no? To keep the egg warm and protect the egg from the enemies. So it covers the eggs. And most over that, to manage the bad weather condition. If they lay eggs in the open space, it may be because of hot sun or heavy rain, it may be ran off, isn't it? So it may be carried away. So in order to avoid that, so to withstand the bad weather condition and protect from enemies and keep the egg warm. Why warm? Why the egg should be in warm condition means then only it's possible for the egg to hatch out, mutta poriyum, so that only the eggs will hatch. If it is in warm condition, then only the eggs will hatch, mutta poriyum. Are you clear, children? So now we will see different nest, style of nest by different birds. The pictures we will see now. Look here, bird in a nest. Okay, what is this? A bird in a nest. Isn't it, children? See, I will show some other thing. It also given in our book. See here, a bird. It's building the nest. It's not finished. The process is going on. Work is going on. A bird is building a nest. Here the bird is sit on the nest. Okay, sit on the nest. They are taking care of, they are giving something to the baby bird to eat. Okay, see here it's building the nest. And here, see here the birds are building the nest. Okay, sparrows. Clear, children? Look at this picture, children. What are these? These are the few materials needed by the birds to build a nest. Okay, different types of materials used to build a nest. Okay, so the birds, have you noticed the birds bring small twigs like this, small feathers, thread, bits of paper, dry leaves. So all these things are needed by the birds to build a nest. Wool, pebbles, feathers, cotton. Okay, so these things are needed by the birds to build the nest. Where the birds used to build the nest? On the window side or high up on the trees, isn't it? So the birds build nest in different places. Okay, what are the materials birds need to make a nest? Twigs, dry grass, leaf, wool, cotton, bits of paper, feathers. So many things needed for the birds to make a nest. Okay, then in what sort of places birds used to build its nest? On trees. Usually birds build nest on trees. Adukku mele trees la kattum. Then undisturbed area like old buildings. There won't be any people movement in that old buildings or near the window ledges. Ledges na vilimbu, jannal vilimbula. Okay, in window ledges, sill, window sill also we can say. So now we are going to see a different style of nest, okay, by few birds. First one is weaver bird. It's given in our book. So the weaver bird built nest, it's hang down from the branch. See, some other nest or cup-like structure, no? Whereas this weaver bird built nest like this, hang down from the branch. It use dry leaves, grass and small twigs and all used by this weaver bird. Okay, here you can see a small bend in this area. This small bend doesn't allow the egg to fall down, to slip up. Doesn't allow the egg to slip up. அப்படி வழுக்கி விழுறதுக்கு இந்த இடத்துல the eggs, they lay eggs in this place. Okay, if they lay eggs in this place, it doesn't allow the eggs to slip out from the nest. Are you clear, children? So here you can see another one interesting structure in this bird's nest, weaver bird's nest. It's opening at the down. The bird enters through this opening. So it's a tunnel like entry. ஒரு குகமாதி இப்படி entry ஆகி அப்புறம் உள்ள போகும். Okay, tunnel like entry. It's a special thing we can see only in this weaver birds. Okay, most birds used to build nest like this only, cup like structure. Nest only they built. The birds build like this only. Whereas few birds only build nest in different structures. So one of that is weaver bird. Weaver bird. Okay, most of the birds used to build nest like cup like structure. Okay, bowl like structure. Okay, so the weaver bird used dry grass, leaves and all to build its nest. It built nest which is hanging down from the tree branch. The bent structure doesn't allow the egg to slip out from the nest, and it have a tunnel like entry. Through this only it enter, down to up the pogum. Okay, and as we said now, this nest help the baby bird. It protects the baby bird from enemies and from bad weather condition. Okay, next we will see tailor bird. Before that I will show you the weaver bird's picture too. See, look at this picture. It's given in our book too. It's a weaver bird. It's a tunnel like entry through which the bird is trying to enter. Okay, it's hanging down from the branch. Okay, next we are going to see about this Tyler bird. What the Tyler bird is doing? See, look at this thread-like structure. It's stitching the two leaves, big leaves. It select two big leaves, in that it make a hut-like structure by stitching the two big leaves with a thread. Because it is to stitch, we call this bird as tailor. Tailor only, if we give cloths to the tailor, he only used to stitch for us, no? So we are calling him as tailor. As the same way, here this tailor bird stitches two big leaves with the help of a thread. So that only we are calling this bird as tailor bird. Look at inside the two big leaves, a hut-like structure is there. They are keeping for a soothing effect. They are keeping dry grass and twigs and all inside that, for the bed-like thing for their babies. So Tyler bird. Tyler bird, I said stitch two big leaves together. S-T-I-T-C-H. Stitch two big leaves together, isn't it? So here this Tyler bird is keeping its nest cozy. What is the meaning of this word cozy? Means something soothing effect, soft surface. It makes a surface soft. See, two big leaves. So imagine this is a leaf, okay, and another leaf. It stitches two big leaves together, okay. It's a branch, two big leaves together. So one hut-like thing is formed. So if you noticed inside it, it brings cotton, wool, soft fiber or fur, hair. அதாவது cozy to its kids. அதோட குட்டிக்கு பேபி பேர்டுக்கு மெத்துன்னு ஒரு மெத்தையை ரெடி பண்ணுது. cozy அப்படின்னா நல்லா சூப்பராக மெத்துன்னு. So they bring cotton, wool, all those things and make the surface very soft, very soft surface for its baby birds. Okay, Tyler birds stitch two big leaves and they make a nest-like structure. Inside it, it keeps cotton, soft fibers and fur na hair of animals, fur, all those things to make the nest cozy. That means to make the nest very soft for its baby birds. Then next bird is a vulture and hawk. Here look at this picture. See the vulture, where it's used to build its nest. Here this vulture build its nest high up on the tree. Why it's building nest high up on the tree? What is the reason behind that? So the vulture, what is the nature of the vulture, hawk and owl? They are fly high in the sky and they are carnivorous birds. That means flesh eating birds. So if these birds fly high, it is easy for them to take care of their small birds which is in the nest. They can view that very easily if the bird's nest is on the tree branch. That means high up on the tree branch. எந்த கிளை மேலா பயங்கர உயரமாக இருக்கோ அந்த கிளையில தான் these vulture, hawk and all used to build its nest. Are you clear, children? So here in our book itself, in page number 28 itself, these pictures are given. Vulture and hawk build nest high up on the tree branch. See children, here vulture and hawk, you can add up any other carnivorous birds, that is flesh eating birds. They used to build nest high up on the tree, and if you notice their nest, it is very untidy, not a clear one, it's untidy. Okay, untidy. And next, kingfisher bird. So water bird, it lives near the water region. Okay, kingfisher, the name itself says its food is fish. Okay, see, it burrows all on the river bank. Bank means at the edges, two edges. So it burrows holes and lives there. Then only it is easy for them to catch fish and keep it in the nest for its young ones. Clear children? Then you go for a woodpecker. It's very hard. We studied in beaks. It's chisel shaped beak, very sharp edged beak it had to break the tree trunk. That means to make a hole, it have to break the tree trunk. To make a hole, it makes it have a chisel shaped beak. It works very hard to build its nest. It takes nearly 2 weeks to build its nest on the tree trunk. And inside it makes the cozy effect, as we seen for this Taylor bird, no? அப்படியே அந்த குட்டிக்கு மெதுன்னு மெத்த பண்ணி தருது இல்லை, the same way this woodpecker bird also makes cozy for its cozy nest for its young ones. It brings some soft wooden pieces and makes the floor of the nest very soft. And the தரலாம், அந்த நெஸ்டோட தர பகுதி make it very soft, cozy lining with woolen thread or wooden pieces like that. Okay, it works very hard to build its nest on tree trunk. It makes a hole with the help of its short beak. The beak is chisel shaped, that is sharp edges are there in the beak to break the tree trunk. Clear children? We'll see these pictures now. These pictures also there in your book. See, this is a kingfisher bird. It makes burrow holes near the river bank. Kingfisher. And this is what? Woodpecker. Okay, woodpecker. Sparrow and pigeon, these birds, sparrow and pigeon, used to live with the humans. They build nest on the old buildings. Mostly we can see sparrows nest and pigeon nest here and there near our house. So it have most connected with the human beings. Rombo palakathoda irukum. Okay. So these sparrow and pigeon nest, they use twigs and dry grass, leaves to make its nest. Okay. Then penguin, the white bird. This bird is, we can see only in the cold desert region. It's used to, there is no tree and all in that region. Okay, they used to build nest only on the ground. It also lives near the seashore area, so it collects small pebbles and stones which doesn't have any sharp edges. Kura irukada molu molunu irukka kalla therndeduthu it build its nest on the ground. It arranged in such a way round manner, and it's called its nest. Okay, it lay eggs inside that nest, the stone covered area, pebbles and stones which doesn't have any sharp edges. And this bird, cuckoo. It's a very lazy bird. Lazy na enadhu? L-A-Z-Y, lazy na sombirithana. It's very lazy bird. It lays egg in crow's nest. That is, crow used to build a new nest every time when they lay eggs. Whereas this cuckoo, C-U-C-K-O-O, this cuckoo, this bird lays egg in crow's nest, and crow think of that its own egg. Adoda egg nenachukkum crow, and it take care of the cuckoo's egg also, and it feeds if the egg hatches out, it feeds the egg hen one also. அந்த முட்டை பொரிஞ்சு வந்தால் அந்த குட்டிக்குமே அந்த க்ரோ உணவு கொடுக்கும். ஸோ this we seen about the birds nest, different nest. Now we'll see how the birds take care of the eggs. Eggs எப்படி பார்த்துக்கோன்னு பார்க்கலாம். So before that we'll see the sparrows and pigeon, penguin and cuckoo's nest now. The same picture is given in our book itself in page number 20. See, this is sparrow and pigeon. They build nest in the window ledges and the tittu ledges na the jannal tittula. And this is penguin. Okay, penguin, cold region, it brings pebbles and stones and making its nets. The work is going on, building work. Then it's cuckoo bird. It's a bird only given there. So like this crow's nest, it keeps its egg in crow's nest. It go and sit in the crow's nest and there it lays egg. Okay. So now we are going to see, I said causey effect to their babies. I said no, paranga அப்படியே மெத்து மெத்துன்னு அந்த பஞ்செல்லாம் கொண்டு வந்து போட்டுருக்கு பாரு. It brings small worm. Have you noticed? Small worm இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கு பாரு, குட்டி புழுவை கொடுக்குது. How widely the mouth is opened by the baby bird. எப்படி பெருசா வாயை திறந்துருக்கு பாரு. Okay, causey effect. I said no, very soft things are there, cotton like materials are there in the nest. Okay, now we'll see parental care shown by the birds. See, parental care. What is meant by the word parental care? Our parents show care. They take care of us. They'll buy things for us, they bring clothes, they give enough food for us, isn't it? So these are the ways they are taking care, isn't it? The same way the parent bird take care of their young bird, baby birds. Okay, that we can say parental care in birds. Here have you noticed hen used to sit on the egg? Hen used to sit on the egg. Have you noticed that? It sits on the eggs for some time. Have you noticed this? So this we call it as incubation. The birds used to sit on the eggs to keep the egg warm. So this we called it as a special condition called incubation. INCUBATION, incubation. Okay, children. So the birds used to sit on the eggs to keep them warm. Why it have to keep them warm? Then only the eggs may hatch. Mutta poriyum. Okay, if it's in warm condition only, the eggs used to hatch. Have you noticed that? In every bird we can see, but usually we are rearing only the bird, domestic bird is a hen. See, in hen we can see both the birds, maybe hen or cock. The parent birds, both of them, they take care of their eggs. Okay, the time it makes the egg warm. This we call it as incubation. Parent bird sit on the eggs to keep them warm. We called it as incubation. Why the incubation period is there in birds? To make the egg warm, then only the egg is ready to hatch out. HATCH, hatch அப்படின்னா பொரியிறது, முட்டை பொரியிறது. பொரியிறது என்னது? உடைஞ்சு the baby bird will come out. Okay, so after that baby bird, it doesn't have any feathers, flight feathers எல்லாம் எதுவும் இருக்காது, wings and all doesn't have anything like that. It's very soft skin மாதிரி இருக்கும். So they unable to fly. So till the flight feathers and all will grow, the parent bird take care of the baby birds. Okay, till it grows, it take care of the baby birds. Look at the pictures. See here. See, these are the different size of eggs we can see in different birds. Different size of eggs we can see in different birds. The first egg is the small one is a hummingbird's egg. Okay, different birds egg. Okay, see children, look here. The egg hatches out, a baby bird is coming out. Okay, it's a blue egg, the baby bird comes out. Look at the mouth, it's wide opening, big mouth. Kutti kulandinga alura maadhi, it's also crying for getting food. And see, the mother bird brings food for the baby bird. Is it clear for you children? And see, there is no feathers on the baby bird's body. So till the birds have feathers in it, the mother bird takes care of the baby birds. Till it have feather, till the feathers will grow, the parent bird will take care of their baby birds. Okay, after that the birds fly off faraway places. Okay, so the parent birds take care of the young birds till they grow their own feathers. They teach their young ones to fly. Then when the young ones learn how to fly, they leave the nest and fly off distance places. Leave na enadhu nest vittu kelmi poidum. Okay, so until that the parent bird protects from the enemies and provide food for them and gives cozy effect to the birds. Clear children? Here, how birds are able to fly? Which makes the birds to fly in the sky? Is it possible for us to fly? It's not possible. Our body is more weight. We have strong bones. Okay, our body weight also too much of weight, and we don't have wings first of all. So we don't have wings, we have more weight, our bones are very strong and tight bones. Whereas if you see the shape of the body of bird's body, boat shaped body. So this we call it as boat shaped body. Center body if you take, it's boat shaped body only, no. So bird's body. See, this alone if you noticed, it's boat shaped. Okay, so this is a boat shaped body and hollow bones. What we said, it's hollow bones. See, hollow, HOLLOW, hollow means, see, if you take see, I'll bring one thing. See, if you see this, you can understand it very easily. See, look children, see this is ஓட்டையா இருக்கா? Sir, this hole we called it as hollow. This hole we called it as hollow, ஓட்டையான. So the bird's bones are like this, hollow bones. வாட்டருக்குள்ள உள்ள empty space. So if empty space is there, என்ன இருக்கும் அந்த empty spaceல? Air இருக்கும். ஸோ அதோட பாடிக்குள்ளே இருக்க போன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கனால அது காற்றுல பறக்கிறதுக்கு வசதியாக இருக்குது. ஹாலோ போன்ஸ், திஸ் வி கால் இட் as ஹாலோ போன்ஸ். ஓகே, பட் அவர் போன்ஸ் ஆர் லைக் திஸ், நல்லா கெட்டியமாக இருக்கும், ஓட்டையே கிடையாது, பயங்கர கெட்டியமாக இருக்கும், ஓட்டையே எங்கேயும் கிடையாது, கெட்டியமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ வி ஆர் நாட் பாசிபிள் டு ஃப்ளை ஆன் த ஸ்கை பிகாஸ் பேர்ட்ஸ் ஹாவ் ஹாலோ போன்ஸ் லைக் திஸ். ஸோ இட் இஸ் பாசிபிள் ஃபார் தெம் டு ஃப்ளை இன் த ஸ்கை. Clear children? Then they have feathers also, isn't it? So look here children, they have boat shaped body. Their body is like boat shaped when they are flying in the sky. So okay, special body features: lightweight body, boat shaped body, feathers and tail. See, the tail of the bird only helps the bird to change its direction while flying. Helps the bird to change its direction while flying. Look children, this is hollow bones. See, hole ulla otta irukka? So hollow bones, empty, air space only. So it makes the body weight light in birds. So the birds are able to fly high in the sky. Clear? See, hollow bones in birds. They are comparing our human bones and this is bones of eagle. So what is the special thing in hollow bones? It gives more strength and more stability while flying. Okay, more strength and more stability while flying. What are the features of birds? Special thing is, first and foremost, is wings. Birds have wings. Special thing na, birds have wings and have feathers, beak, light and hollow bones. Now we are going to see how the birds are flying, isn't it? Look at the movement of the wings. Upside it's moving, downside it's moving, forward and backward movements are different movements we can see in the wings, no? So now we are going to see about the movements of wings in birds. See children, the wings of the birds show two types of movements. See, wings. So bird's body, only wings. If you notice wings alone, it shows two types of movements. That is upward stroke. We call the two movements as stroke. S-T-R-O-K-E, strokes. Okay. So upstroke movement and downstroke movement. Upstroke and downstroke. If you closely view the wings movement alone, I will show you picture now. See, first you have to know the meaning of the words. Upwards, upwards na mela. Up, down. Okay. Then backward na backside. Okay, backward. Okay, backward. And forward means front. Forward means front. Are you clear for this movement? Upward, downward, backward, forward. This is the movement. So now I will show you the wings movement, then it will be clear for you. See, look at this picture, upward and backward. Upward and backward movement of the wings is called as upstroke. Okay? Upward and backward movement of the wings is known as upstroke movement. Upstroke movement. And look here. downward and forward. Downward and forward movement of wings is known as downstroke. Downward and forward முன்னாடி போகுது. Okay, கீழே தள்ளும்போது முன்னாடி போகுது. Downstroke. Are you clear? You have to memorize the words. Upstroke movement of wings and downstroke movement of the wings. See, look here. The wings lifted upwards, that is prepared for the flying. Okay, it is termed as upstroke movement, and this one is downstroke movement. Clear, children? Upstroke and downstroke. See, children, see all about this bird's wings. We have to know about the feathers of birds. Iragugal, feathers, feathers na iragugal, feathers of birds. See, down feathers, body feathers, flight feathers. So 3 kinds of feathers are there: down feathers, body feathers, flight feathers. See, if you notice closely to the bird's body, the full body is covered by small, fluffy, hairy-like feather is called as down feather. First one, down feather. Second one, full body is covered with small feather. So first one is very small, hairy feathers. And second, body can condor feathers nu kuda solluvaanga, this much size at least. Okay, body feathers. And flight feathers, you know, in this wings, the feathers which are in wings, we call it as flight feathers. Clear, children? It helps to fly in the sky, the flight feathers only. It's only the body, down feathers there in when the bird hatches out from its egg, only the down feathers there. Okay, and body feathers and flight feathers will start grow afterwards only, so that only the parent bird takes care until the flight feathers grow strong. Until the baby bird able to fly off, the parent bird will take care of the young bird. Okay, so these down feather only, that also very small in size, only present when the baby bird born, that means hatch out from the egg. So this body feather is cover all over the body. If you notice the downside of the birds, you can see this body feather. Flight feathers present only in wings. See, I'll show you the picture, then it will be more clear for you. See, this is upstroke and downstroke movement. Upstroke and downstroke movement of birds, and different feather types. These are all different feather types. Flight feathers. Okay, only this wing area, the feathers are different. No, flight feathers. Okay, it's a tail of the bird only helps the bird when it's flying, it changes direction. No, this tail feather only helps the bird to change its direction. Tail feather only helps the bird to change its direction while flying. Okay, see, this one very hairy like feather, no, this we call it as down feather, and this one is body feather or contour feather nu kuda solluvanga, down feather. Okay, down feather, very fluffy, small, hairy like structure, all over the body is covered by the body feather, and this is flight feather. Okay, flight feather. See, this body fully is covered by this down feather. This is flight feather. Clear, children? See, down feather, body feather and flight feather. Flight feather. Down feather, body feather, flight feather. Down, body, flight. This is incubation. Here this bird also incubating, keeping their eggs warm. Baby bird hatching out. Okay, only down feathers are there. Small baby bird. So these are the birds which are not flying. So they because of their heavy body weight. Penguin, ostrich and emu. Okay, this is emu and this is ostrich and this is penguin. Okay, because of their body weight. Only the body feathers are there. The flight feathers are not strong in these birds. Have you noticed? Okay, children. So we are coming to the end of this lesson. See, in this lesson, the book exercise. Book exercise. Choose the correct answer. See, it's we marked, isn't it? This keeps the birds. Page number 31. It's there in page number 31. This keeps the birds' egg warm and also protects them from enemies and bad weather. Which one keeps the egg warm? Nest. So mark the answer nest for first one. Second one, which bird stitches two leaves together with its beak to make a nest? That is tailor bird. Mark the answer as tailor bird. Third one, these type of feathers help the bird to fly. That is flight feathers. Flight feathers. Then the birds lay eggs in crow's nest. Which bird? Cuckoo. Cuckoo lays eggs in crow's nest. Okay. Then birds can fly because they have hollow bones, feathers, muscles and wings. So mark all these answers properly. This will be sent through Google Classroom app also. Now you mark the answers properly, children. Okay. Now we'll go to the fill in the blanks. First one, the upward and backward movement of wings is called as upstroke movement. Okay, the upward and backward movement of the wings is called as upstroke movement. And sparrow use dry grass, twigs and leaves to build their nest. Sparrow. And the woodpecker makes its nest in trunk of a tree. Kingfisher burrows a hole on the bank of a river. Parent bird sits on the eggs to keep them warm. Okay, is it clear for you? First one, upstroke. UPSTROKE, first dash. Upstroke movement. Sparrow, SPARROW, sparrow. Woodpecker, WOOD, wood, PECKER, woodpecker. Third one, woodpecker. Fourth one, hole, HOLE, hole. HOLE, hole. And fifth one, warm, 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 vedu vedupa. Is it clear for you, children? Okay, now we'll go to the true or false. Okay. See, this true or false, and everything will be sent through your Google Classroom app, children. So all these things, book exercise and classwork will be sent through your Google Classroom app. Please do all your work properly. Use cursive handwriting in your classwork note and read the lesson side by side while we are teaching the lesson. Thank you, children. Thank you very much. Dear children, one more thing. Now we are going to make a nest for birds. So what we are going to do now? Now we are going to make nest. Okay. For that we need few things. What are those things? See, straw. Vekkapul. Okay, straw. Okay. So you take மாடெல்லாம் சாப்பிடும் இல்லையா, that one. You take this and you can keep it simply in the window ledges. அந்த திட்டுல கூட வைக்கலாம். Okay, take something and you hold in your hand in such a way, so you make it like this. Okay, so bowl like structure, make it bowl like structure. So make it stiff and keep it in your window ledges. Okay, then here we have another thing, thottanguchin solvanga illaya. You take this, okay children, you take this and inside that, okay, take this and you can apply gum over there. See, take a gum like this. Okay, you apply gum here like this. Okay, fully. Okay, see, apply gum and the naar irukkum illaya, thenga naar. Okay, so you take that one, and try to fix it in the outer side. Okay, first like that, fully outer side you have to fix. Okay, fully like this, fully you have to fix at the outside. Okay, see, apply gum all over the area and fully outside you fix. Then apply gum inside too. Apply gum inside also. Clear children? Apply gum inside. Okay, so Fevicol only gives better result. Okay, fold it and press it. Fold that and press that. So inside also. It's not holding, the gum is not holding now because freshly I am doing, isn't it? But you have to let them dry for some times, it will be there. So after you finish all the structure, you can see a perfect nest like this. So you can use this, you can keep it in your windowsill, or if you don't have like this, you can do like this also. Clear children? And if you don't want this, you want to keep the same thing in your what is that, decorative purpose you are doing, means you take like this and apply gum, okay, from the down part. Okay, there you start, take a woolen thread like this. Okay, so try to make a round around the gum. See, make like this. So apply gum then and there. Wherever you need, apply gum and make your thread round. Okay, make your thread round. Again apply gum. Again one more round. Okay, again one more round. Again one more round, like this. So you make fully all over this. Okay, so you like fully around this coconut shell, Tottanguchi coconut shell, apply gum and do. Okay, if you choose different colors, and the same way you make it in the inside also. So you have to start from the center, that's the main thing. Start from the center. Okay, start from the center, one round. Okay, so which one you do first? You have to do this inner side first, then come to the outer side. Okay, do that inner side first, then come to the outer side. So you have to apply in round manner. I am simply showing you. Okay, so like that you apply gum and do. Okay, outside as well as inside, same color or different color. So this one you can keep in your showcase very colorfully. You can keep it in your showcase very colorfully. Okay, inside it you bring some white color pebbles somewhere and keep it inside that, so it can look like a egg. Okay, so you can do like this also. So these are all small activities. Small activities you can do in your home. Clear, children? See, you can use papers also to make a nest like this. Papers. Simply the brown sheets they cut and kept inside that coconut shell. See, children, look here. What is this? It's a real nest of weaver bird. It's a real nest of weaver bird. See, tunnel like entry inside it. Have you noticed? A tunnel like entry inside it. See, there is a bird. There is a bird inside it. Bird is coming out. It's only a toy bird. Okay? See? Here, it keeping its egg also. Okay, children, thank you very much.